Alright guys, so a few weeks ago, this video went extremely viral and I, along with pretty much, it seems like everyone talked about it. It was like one of the first videos I made on this channel coming back from it. But like I said, it wasn't only me that had an issue with it or thought it was dumb. So yesterday they made this video. It became the most hated anitubers ever. Enough yapping. If you end up enjoying this video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, bangers all the time. I haven't seen the video. I am very much looking forward to what they have to say.
Straight up might be the single worst anituber video of all time.
Doraemon's F tier.
It's easily F tier.
F tier.
Bottom of the barrel F tier.
They gave Astro Boy the
Dragon Ball time. Dragon Ball time.
This is probably A or S.
The D tier.
What?
Goku with a tail. I've never seen that before.
What?
The Mexican cartels and people.
I still can't get over that. It's like, I'm not claiming, and I've never claimed to be like an anime expert. I'm not gonna come on here and be like, yeah, I've watched like all the animes in the world. Normie. Oh, you've only seen 2 or 1? Normie, you should hang yourself. No. I never claimed to be an expert. But if I was to run a YouTube channel called The Anime Men, it should be obvious that you should get the basics right. And the fact that they said they didn't know that Goku had a tail, it's like, bro, I still cannot believe a channel with 5 million subscribers said that. It's
Solo leveling.
Instant F tier.
I'm gonna kill someone.
But at 2 times speed, we're giving this anime a little bit more respect. We're only gonna put it at 1.5 times speed.
Regular speed. Scrolling on your phone, the least you could do is try.
One of them doesn't even watch anime.
Don't watch anime at all.
You are a bunch of tourists.
I used to hate anime until 2020.
I'm too old for this.
These self-proclaimed anime fans. Maybe don't make a tier list video.
I think that was my video. Oh yeah, there I am. That's the video that I made.
In all seriousness, we aren't here to defend ourselves. The video we made was just outright garbage, and every person critiquing us is 1000% valid, and honestly, we deserve all the backlash that's coming to us. Let's just be honest. Everyone is calling us fake anime fans, clout chasers, and most importantly, the T word. And although we disagree with those labels, the video makes them out to be 100% true, and we have no one else to blame but ourselves for that.
All right, so far, I just want to say huge W, guys. I'm glad you guys were able to look at the mistakes, look at the dumb shit you guys said, and we're like, yeah, that probably wasn't it. I was like, should I even make a video about this? Do people even care? But it's like, fuck that. I made a video calling them out. They responded in a pretty good way so far. It's like the least I could do is make a proper follow-up and be like, yeah, you know what? They apologized. I think at the end of the day, that's what everyone wants if they fuck up, right? It's like, oh, you got this wrong. How do you go about it? Shout out to them for owning up to their mistakes.
And we have no one else to blame but ourselves for that.
So not only was the entire concept of the video bad, but just the way we went about it was also terrible. We completely disrespected older anime by playing it in 2 times speed and just making really bad jokes. And we didn't actually give a proper insight and analysis to these older anime that actually deserved one.
And not knowing that Goku had a tail.
And on top of that, the way we framed the video, especially the thumbnail, made it seem like we're doing an analysis when in reality, all we did was bash these shows for no reason.
The reason why the video turned out the way it did is because we were just downright lazy. And in all honesty, we just wanted to upload the video and meet a deadline.
We wanted to get the video over with, and instead of actually putting in any effort whatsoever, we kind of just resorted to rage baiting and really bad jokes.
And since we're being real, some of us did start watching anime during COVID, but at the same time, some of us didn't. Like Gianni and Jeremy started watching anime in 2014, and I started watching anime in 2017. But in my opinion, it doesn't really matter when someone starts watching anime. What matters is we are a group of people called the Anime Men, who are supposed to represent and normalize anime, but all we did in that video was disrespect the most influential anime of all time, which literally contradicts our very name.
And at the end of the day, the video sucked. And instead of playing a ukulele and apologizing and moving on, we want to make things right.
Once again, I think this is a great apology. I think they've addressed the major issues. I don't care if you started watching anime, and I'm not the anime police, okay? I'm not even gonna pretend that I'm an expert in all things anime. Never have and never will. But in my opinion, I don't care if you started watching anime in 2020, 2021, during the peak of the pandemic. It really doesn't matter to me. It's just like, well, just be chill, just be respectful. Now, in this situation, it's a little different because, well, the channel is called literally The Anime Man, so you would expect them to to be quite knowledgeable when it comes to anime. It's like if there was a YouTube channel called I Know Everything About Music, and then you ask them something and it's like, I don't know, who the fuck is Metallica, dude? Who the fuck is Eminem? It's like, bro, what? Is Eminem a country artist? Your YouTube channel is I Know Everything About Music. What do you mean you don't know who Eminem is? Of course it will get backlash, and I think that's exactly what happened here. But once again, I think the apology is pretty solid. Having an evil twin, and that evil twin being a little bigger than me, I know what it's like to have to meet certain deadlines, whether you got a sponsor or you just need to drop a video that day or that week, because you have to drop 2 to 4 videos per week, and you got to drop something, and not all of them are going to be bangers if you're posting constantly. Some are going to be bad. So I completely get that perspective of, yeah, I need to get a video out. I totally get where they're coming from.
We want to make things right.
So we decided to watch some of the most historical anime dating from before we were born, and give them the time and respect they deserve.
This is where everything began. I think we talked about Astro Boy a little bit in our old videos, so let's just check that real quick.
Absolute bottom of the barrel F tier.
F tier, bottom of F tier.
I looked at Astro Boy the way I would look at an anime nowadays, you know, as a shonen slop-loving goober. I was looking at Astro Boy how I would view something coming out like right now, which is honestly unfair because Astro Boy, it's anime history, and I disrespected it badly. So, hopefully I can right some wrongs here. Astro Boy, otherwise known as Tetsuo no Atom, was released in 1963, and it was created by Osamu Tezuka, but it was originally a manga which was made in 1952, and it actually went on to have 112 chapters. Astro Boy was originally created as a way to inspire hope and kindness in a post-war Japan that was just absolutely devastated by the war. This guy was a symbol of hope, peace, prosperity, and what machines and man can do if they work together.
Now, this video right here, the first 4 minutes or the first minute of this new look at Astro Boy, it's a million times better than the video they dropped a few weeks ago. This is good. It's actually really well edited. I like the music. The guy's rocking a Sigma shirt. This is peak. So this is one hell of a way to come back. When I hate, but when I praise and I like something, I'm gonna praise the absolute shit out of it. It's only fair.
I set myself a goal. I was gonna watch 10 of the highest rated episodes, which are right there. And out of all these episodes that I watched, my favorite was actually Zero the Invisible Robot. I thought it did ethical dilemmas really well. It starts out with this guy. He's so clearly guilty. Like, I know they say he's guilty, but just like, look at him. And it kind of shows the inefficiency and corruptness of the judicial system. Overall, I think Astro Boy is able to mix deep and profound and mature themes really well. But from an aesthetic perspective and like an art style perspective, Astro Boy is the most important anime ever. I mean, like, without Astro Boy, no anime would look how it does now. Like, the big eyes, you know the big eyes you see in anime? And, like, the big, crazy eyes that sometimes is like, wow, that's like half your face? That's Astro Boy. One thing I really love is how the author Osamu Tezuka actually kind of painted Astro Boy as a reverse Pinocchio type of character. So basically what this means is that Astro Boy is basically a perfect robot, but he wants to become more human, and the more human he becomes, the more imperfect he gets. Because innately, humans are not perfect, humans are obviously flawed. And I just thought it was like such a nice little way to see things. But as for the other characters in Astro Boy, I mean, like, I'm not the biggest fan of any of them. I kind of see Astro Boy like this, a typewriter. And then newer anime is kind of like a brand new computer. Without this typewriter, there wouldn't be this big old computer right here.
I think that is absolutely right. I mean, and you could literally apply this to everything that is the first one of its kind, whether you like it or not. For example, the first car, or one of the first ones, right, that was in 1880, 1890, if I'm not mistaken. Is that functional nowadays? Hell no. But without that, we wouldn't have, well, the cars we have now. That alone puts that car in goated territory. Look what that did for everything we have now. You know what I mean? And I think that's the same thing with Astro Boy. Shout out to all of them for taking accountability.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that I want to type using a typewriter. But me not liking it also isn't really that big of a problem. Like, I know Astro Boy isn't made for me. I am not the target audience. I still definitely recommend checking out Astro Boy, especially the 1963 version, just because it's so cool to see how anime kind of started. Astro Boy isn't really my thing, but it could be yours, and I definitely recommend checking it out just because it's like cool to see. None of my favorite animes would ever exist without Astro Boy.
And I'm actually really looking forward to what they have to say about Dragon Ball.
So I'm here to talk about the burning statement that has quite literally pissed off the entire anime community. Goku with a tail. I've never seen that before. I've never really watched Dragon Ball. I don't know, it just that has banished me from ever setting foot in Mexico ever again.
Send the cartel to him. This is worse than being a traitor to your country. That is how you disappear in Mexico. Don't ever say that in public. Ain't no way.
And I know how prevalent Dragon Ball Z is to like the Hispanic community, and I have basically disappointed every single one of them. And I am here to say I have failed as an anime fan, and I want to fix that.
Take away his Mexican passport. All Mexicans agree that he's kicked from the Mexican community. No more free tacos.
Toriyama, you know, has had a massive impact on the world, to be honest. When he passed, I didn't feel it as heavy as I do now. And at the time, you know, the whole world was stunned. Everyone was saying things about Mexico. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but they said like the cartel had a ceasefire because of his passing. But anyways, guys, it is clear to me that the reach of Toriyama is global, and I'm never gonna mistake Goku not having a tail ever again.
I mean, the video so far is pretty peak. I think it answered what a lot of people wanted answered. And, you know, at the end of the day, I think this is all that matters, that they fixed their wrongs, they talked about it. I just want to show what I talked about on my last video, which I mainly focused on Astro Boy and Dragon Ball. And I wanted to see how they responded to that, and I think they responded to it greatly.
There it is. We reviewed anime like we should have in the first place. But before we wrap things up, there's one more thing we wanted to touch on. There's this comment from the last video that actually hit really hard, and it not only perfectly deconstructed what we did wrong in that video, but it also just, here, let me just read it out.
Have you even encountered an anime that changed your worldview? A new series that speaks to you? A character you resonate with? A scene you cried about?
Yeah, so even though the last video would contradict our answer to this question, the answer is yes. So we want to take some time to talk about how much anime has affected our lives.
The Anime didn't start because we wanted clout, or the fame, or even the money. We started it because we were a group of friends who loved watching anime and making videos together. As cringy as it sounds, anime quite literally brought us all together. And this whole situation really made us realize how we've taken anime for granted. Anime allowed us to travel the world, meet lifelong friends, and make stuff that we were truly proud of. But anime has also been there for us at our lowest points, through loneliness, through breakups, and through failure. But if there's one thing that's never changed, it's that anime has always been a love letter to the world. From the old to the new, anime has always been an art form for these creators to express themselves, whether it's about love, grief, pain, strength, forgiveness, motivation, self-acceptance, and most importantly for us, friendship.
Okay, now I feel bad for making this video. Maybe empathy is catching up to me, guys. I don't know. But yeah, you know what? I think this video is pretty fucking good. It definitely made me change my perspective on them and what I thought of them. And now with a little bit more context, I understand where they're coming from. That's why I felt the need to talk about it. I didn't only want to make one and leave and just leave one side of the story and not show the other part. You know, great video. Shout out to all of them for being humble enough to apologize and own up to their shitty takes, and then have new takes regarding that, a new perspective. Don't have anything else to say. This was a good video. So shout out to the anime, man. You guys managed to drop a pretty good response, and all the comments are pretty much saying the same thing. Everyone agrees. So it was a redemption video. Yeah, with that said, I'm out. I'll see you next time. All right, stay safe.